Hello YouTube, I know this is ridiculously late, but this is going to be my video about the Entertainment Media Show in London, which I went to on the 1st of October this year. It's a bit late because I had to go to uni literally the day after, and I didn't have my computer at university. I only got my laptop, which doesn't do editing very well. So I hope you still enjoyed looking at who I met and the autographs that I got. These are in no particular order, as I can't quite remember which order I met them in by now. But this is Monica Keena, who's probably best known for a role in Freddy vs Jason, and her autograph is up here on the wall. Played Laurie, one of the main characters, and I also got to sign my Freddy vs Jason poster. Again, she was a lovely person and very attractive, I must say, but all our hopes were dashed when we saw her leaving with Edward Furlong holding hands for going for a fag break. But no, I asked her what it was like to work on the film, and she loved working with Robert Englund, which every single person I seem to have met from the Nightmare on Elm Street films and the and Freddy vs Jason seemed to say exactly the same. And even when he was in his fully costume, as soon as the camera turned off, he was just making jokes and being really funny, which sounds like Robert whenever I've met him. But as I say, Monica Keena, another lovely girl. And Edward Furlong was also there, who was also obviously in Terminator 2, where he was with Arnie, and American History X, which I actually thought was a fantastic film. I really enjoyed them both. And he's also in Jimmy and Judy, which I actually mentioned that I liked, and he said, "Ah, the third person that he's that's come up to me and even asked anything about that film," which I do recommend watching it. Actually, it was quite cool. Yeah, Edward Furlong. So obviously the most questions that were asked him were it's like working with Arnie, and Arnie was really professional on the set, and just looked after all the youngsters who were involved, and particularly him, and said because they had such a lot of time together on the screen, and they worked together as a friendship off the screen as well. And I know Edward Furlong had some problems, personal problems, but as I say, he seems to be over them now and settling down with Monica Keena, a lucky guy. Possibly the longest queue that I was involved in was for John Hurt. I'm not sure if you can see. There we go. It's better without the light reflecting of it. Who I went to see him for because I love The Elephant Man, and V for Vendetta is also an excellent film, and of course he was part of the infamous chestbuster scene in Alien. And despite the huge queue for him and the huge popularity, he made time to talk to everyone for a good few minutes, and even had a photo with us, which I definitely wasn't expecting. Yeah. So David Lynch was great to work with, and knew exactly what vision he wanted for the film, and often I found it difficult to express exactly what he wanted to see on the screen, but he often acted it out himself, and because he knew in his head exactly how he wanted it to look, and then the actors just had to do their best to recreate what he goes up when he goes on one of his rants of what he wants to see. But no, John Hurt, absolutely fantastic guest, and probably one of the best that I've met. One of the guests I've been repeatedly requesting on the forums is Clare Higgins, who was Juliet in Hellraiser 1 and 2. Obviously, because I've met quite a few of the Hellraiser cast, so, and fortunately enough, they got her in to do this show. So now here's my almost completed Hellraiser poster of the cast, and there's Clare Higgins' autograph of that. Yeah, if you look at the bottom, I'd like next to request Andrew Robinson and that's all on the main cast. But yeah, hopefully I'll get Andrew Robinson in again. I know he's done a few shows in the past, but she was lovely and said that she possibly enjoyed working on the first film more because of the cast and the whole crew together. But the second film was possibly more fun to do the actual filming because she was covered in blood quite a lot, like buckets and buckets of it. If you've seen Hellraiser 2, she has a lot of skinless scenes. So. Another guest that was there was Tony Cecere, who was the stuntman behind Ghostface, but obviously played him for most of the film because whenever he was masked and it wasn't an unmasking scene, then it was Tony Cecere playing him in Scream 1 and 2. My choice of what to get signed was my Scream mask, which is signed just there. And he said he really enjoyed working with Wes Craven, and it's partially his experiences with working with Wes Craven on an Nightmare on Elm Street one where he played Freddy Krueger when he was on fire, which got him the part because they got on really well together and he did a good job. They got him the part in the Scream films, which will cause Wes Craven as well. And one of the other guests was Sean Patrick Flanery, who I met because of his role in the Boondock Saints, which I really enjoyed, and he's also young Indiana Jones, and he's also in Saw 3D. As I say, if you haven't seen if you haven't seen the Boondock Saints even, there's a scene about arguing whether they should take a rope to a crime scene. That's why he put "Where's my rope" on it, and he works really well with his co-actor, who are supposed to be brothers in the film, but he said they hung out practically for a month before the filming to get such a good on-screen chemistry, and I think it worked really well. But yeah, Sean Patrick Flanery was great as well. I'm not sure how familiar you are with Darkside magazine or Arrow DVD releases. Arrow DVD releases are absolutely fantastic. I've got City of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead 4 DVD release, and they have original artwork with it, which is done by Rick Melton, who was also at the show, and he did the front covers to the old Darkside magazines, which were possibly my favourite horror magazines, but he was there and he signed the front cover, and this is some of the artwork for Profondo Rosso or Deep Red, the DVD release from Arrow, which he has signed. Yeah, he was just there to and I bought a mouse mat of that front cover as well. As I say, this is my mouse mat that I got off him. Freddy vs Jason. Yeah, I actually emailed him a few times before the show, and so he was looking forward to meeting me, and then he recognised me without even seeing my face. He knew, you could see the enthusiasm when he came to talk to him. But yeah, we talked about films for a bit, and he does quite a few oil paintings which I think are worth checking out. I'll put the link on the video description. Next I'll just show the photos of who my friend Jamie met. There's a couple of other interesting people at the show, and yeah, hope you've enjoyed the video.